How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another SH Figuarts unboxing and review for you. We have the Wrath Broly. So just got this a little bit late to the party, I know. A little bit taller box than the other figures. So here is the front of the box, and then the bottom of the front. Got the Toei sticker, Funimation, Bandai Tamashii Nations, Dragon Ball Super Broly logo, and the Tamashii Nations quality sticker right there. We got the side of the box. Here's the top of it. And there's the bottom. We got the back of the box. Some poses that you could put the figure into. We got the bluefin warning label on there. The American release. Here's the window side. It says Broly Super. We got the top of the box. Cool picture of Broly right there. And the bottom of the box. So, let's go ahead and crack this guy out of the packaging and take a look at the accessories. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging. For the accessories, he doesn't come with too much. Some blast effects would have been nice, but we do get 3 heads. No alternate faces for the heads, which is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I would have rather given up the base form head right there for some couple extra faces for the 2 other head sculpts. And I already know this figure is a little bit bulkier, but maybe a little bit more slimmed down Broly for the base form would have been nice in my opinion. But we do have 4 alternate hands. We got the 2 fist hands that come on him in the packaging. We got the necklace over here that gives him like the shock therapy if he starts to rage out that Paragus makes him wear in the movie. We got 2 gripping hands and then 2 like open palm key blasting hands. And the heads that he comes with, like I said before, is the base form head. We have the Wrath head where he's got the yellow eyes and the pupils you can see on the inside, and then the Super Saiyan head with no pupils, so like the Berserker type form before he goes full power. So let's go ahead and get him out of this plastic and take a look at the articulation and the paint and detail. So here's the base form head, and paint and detail on this head seems to be pretty good. No bleeding or anything. Nice likeness in the face there. Here we have the Super Saiyan Berserk head. Very nice matte finish and a little bit of like orange shading on the top right there. You can probably see up here in the hair. Like the scar painted on his face, and the shading is really nice. And here we have the main attraction, the figure itself. And you can see the pupils and the eyes are painted really nice on this face. The mouth is painted really nice. You got the shading all in there. We do have some shading in the muscles, so that's very nice that they put that in. My figure has a little bit of bleeding from the bluish white part of the armor into the green, but that's gonna be, you know, subjective to any figure. Do have some paint scuff from the armor onto the black part of the armor right there. It's not as apparent on this side. Other than that, the paint application is pretty good. Better than most figures. We got the boots here. There is some bleeding from the white again to the black. You can probably barely see that. Green looks good. No sculpted lines on the feet. Got some scuff marks, but that seemed to wipe off fairly easy. Paint's really nice on the bottom of the boots. And on the skirt, paint's done fairly well. So overall, for paint and detail, it's definitely one of the higher tier figures for sure. Just some quality control issues, so that's not too bad. And we do get the shading on the muscles, so I really do appreciate them throwing that in. Going into articulation for the head, just with the head joint, he looks down about that much, and then to look up, he can't really look up by himself, or with just the hinge for the head, because the hair restricts your articulation. So same with, even with the neck, he only looks up about like that, and then with the neck to look down, he looks down fairly well. We got the side to side, can't really go 360 because, like as I said before, the hair kind of restricts that from the armor. You do get some head tilt, but the hair back here by my ring finger does restrict him from tilting in the right direction, left from the video, but the right, and then he can tilt it a little bit this way. So that's pretty good. We do have articulated shoulder pads so that you can get the arms into better poses. You can have him putting his arm up, and the armor doesn't really restrict any of that articulation, so it's a very nice touch for them to add that into this and keep those out of the way for the rest of the articulation. So arm can go up about that much. We do have the bicep swivel, try to isolate that, and he's got like swivel for the shoulder, like the 360 degrees. Get that. There's that. We do have a nice butterfly joint. Doesn't go too far in front of the figure, but it is there, and they did actually paint it with the color of the armor, and his skin should be under the armor, so it's all nice and cohesive. I do like the way that they did that. It's the color of his armor, like I already said. We got the double jointed elbows, which can bend about a little bit more than 90 degrees, so that's nice. It does kind of look odd, gapping right there. Let's see if I can get it to, well, yeah, you see the little bit of the joint in the inside, but that's about as much as it can go. And then we have the wrist hinge and swivel. So we got that. We have the chest, which can go side to side. This little armor piece restricts it a little bit, so it does have some tilt to it. No, mine doesn't want to move, so let's get that out of the way maybe. Yeah, it's got a little bit of an ab crunch. The armor definitely restricts it though, can't really go back too much either. With the waist, you can go back a little bit more. You can ab crunch about like that with the legs, the hips, or whatever, so it's not too bad. Just be careful moving this piece around because you might get some like paint scuffing on the black of the armor piece, so be careful with that. His waist does turn side to side a little bit. Legs can go up about that much. Can go back. Oh, we do get this articulated piece on the back of the skirt, just like on the full polar rolly, and then these are rubbery plastic material so they don't get in the way like side kicks. So his legs can go out to the side pretty well, better than my Goku Black, which was really stiff and the leg popped off. That was unfortunate to see in the video. His leg can go back about that much. And then we have the double jointed knees. Pretty nice articulation there. We do have the thigh swivel, so that's good. The ankles can go down about that much, can go up about that much, pretty restricted. The ankle rocker is also very restricted because of these, the way that the boot is sculpted, this piece right by my thumb, so it doesn't really ankle rocker too much. A little bit of movement there, and then we do have the toe hinge. So overall, the articulation is pretty good for these bulkier figures. Does tend to lack in some areas depending on the figure itself and the mold and all that, but overall, you can pretty much get him in any pose that you would like to from the movie, so I think it's pretty good. I really like this figure. I did buy a couple of them. I only bought two to pose with because I don't like, I'll go ahead and show you, but I do not like the way that his base form head looks on this figure. I just think that he's a little bit too bulky for his base form, but that's just my opinion. I even thought this when I saw the promo shots, so I won't be purchasing another one of these figures to keep him in the base form, but I don't know, it just seems too bulky to me. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that, but I just don't like the way that he looks. I think his arms, his whole body should be a little bit thinner, not as bulky as he is in his Wrath or Super Saiyan form. So I'll put some glam shots in the end, and I almost forgot to show you what he looks like with the necklace on that he gets shocked with by Paragus. So there's that in the base form. I believe it breaks off of him when he goes into the Wrath form and further beyond that. So there's that. As always, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I can do to improve my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.